From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, September the 13th, 2024. Northern Israel was once again under heavy barrages of rocket fire today from terror group Hezbollah in Lebanon. Some 20 rockets were fired at the city of Tzfat early this morning. The IDF said most of them were successfully intercepted. The rest fell in open areas and there were no injuries, though some of the rockets did spark a fire in a nearby forest, causing some damage. And at least 2 explosive-laden drones were launched at the area as well from Lebanon. The IDF said one was successfully intercepted, the other fell in an open area, and there were no injuries there. The IDF continues to respond to the attacks, hitting Hezbollah terrorists and terror targets in Lebanon. And the IDF continues to battle terror group Hamas in Gaza, as well as fighting terrorists in Judea and Samaria, the West Bank, where it said in a joint operation by the IDF and Israel's security agency, the Shin Bet, as part of the counter-terror operation in northern Samaria, yesterday, an aircraft attacked a terrorist squad who were traveling in a vehicle while armed. Among those who were killed, the IDF said senior terrorists associated with the Islamic Jihad terror group, involved in shooting and bomb attacks, dispatching terrorists, and preparing plans for terrorist activities. Albania said it will open a commercial liaison office in Jerusalem. Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama made the announcement yesterday when meeting with Israel's President Isaac Herzog. Herzog becoming the first Israeli president to visit the Muslim-majority nation. Herzog's office said of the announcement, the decision marks a significant upgrade in the strong relationship between the two nations and represents a symbol of the deep friendship between the two peoples. Well, Israel's Paralympic team was hosted at the president's residence in Jerusalem this week after returning home to Israel with 10 medals from the Games in Paris. First Lady Michal Herzog, who hosted the event, said, "Precisely in these difficult days that we have been going through for almost a year, our champion athletes have brought a great light, impressive achievements, and enormous pride, of which we need so much." She said the athletes are a symbol of determination and human strength. In this period, when many wounded bear the scars of the war and lead a daily struggle for rehabilitation, they are an example and an inspiration for them. New York City Council passed a resolution yesterday to officially recognize Landing Day, to commemorate the arrival of the first Jewish community in New Amsterdam in 1654, and to celebrate the continuing importance of the Jewish community in the city of New York. That first Jewish community was a group of 23 men, women, and children from Brazil who landed on the shores of New York 370 years ago this week and founded the first Jewish community in North America. The resolution was spearheaded by founding chair of the Manhattan Jewish Historical Initiative, Howard Teach, in partnership with council member Gail Brewer. Teach, who has hosted Landing Day events at the Jewish Tercentenary Monument in Lower Manhattan, told the New York Jewish Week after last year's gathering, "We've got to spread a positive message of who we are, what we've accomplished, the difference we've made in the time we've been here, and really what America has meant to us as a people." Landing Day will now be an official date on the city's calendar in the second week of September. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, September the 13th. Live Shabbat services are coming up from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by Shabbat services from the Hampton Synagogue. At 8:30, Justin Pine speaks with Rabba Yaffa Epstein from the Jewish Education Project about educating our youth, especially with the upcoming high holidays. At 9:30, Abigail Pogrebin speaks with author and psychologist Roberta Satow about her book, Our Time Is Up. At 10, David Harris speaks in depth about his new book, On the Front Lines, A Lifetime of Global Jewish Advocacy, chronicling his nearly 50-year career spent confronting the toughest challenges facing the Jewish people, Israel, and liberal democracies. At 10:30, a replay from the Hampton Synagogue, followed by a replay from Central. And coming up next, it's a look at this week's Torah Portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, September the 13th, 2024. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom. Am Yisrael Chai.